In this video, you will learn how to create a drop-down list in Microsoft Excel sheet. Currently, you can see here I have created a drop-down list. There are two lists. First contain the multiple option. You can see here if I click here, you can see here there are multiple option appeared here, and I can select any option. For example, I will select 2015 and it will change to 2015. Similarly, if I select 2017, then it will change to 2017. Similarly, I have created another drop-down list which contain only two options. For example, I click on this down arrow. You can see here only two options appear, that is yes or no. If I click on no, it will select no. Separate methods are used to create drop-down list using multiple options or drop-down list with only two options. I will explain both this method. So let's start this tutorial without any further delay. If this video is helpful for you, then please like this video and subscribe our channel for more informative videos. In a separate sheet, I have already entered the data to save time. Firstly, I will create the drop-down list using multiple options. To do this, firstly, I will write down the options and I will use separate sheet. If you want to write option in this sheet, that's also fine. So I will recommend you should use separate sheet. I will write different years and using fill option I will fill these. Go to this option and I will use fill series, and these options will be appear in my drop down list. So move to previous sheet. Firstly, select the cell where you want to create a drop down list. I want to create a drop down list here, so I have selected this cell. After doing that, go to data tab, click here, and in data tools you will find the option of data validation. Click this down arrow and select data validation option. Now there are multiple options: settings, input messages, error alert. Select setting and in allow option select list. I will select list. After that you will find the option of source. Click on this arrow sign and select the list. I have entered the data in a separate sheet, so I will select all these options. After doing that, click on this sign and click on OK. Now you can see here a arrow sign appeared here in square. Click on it and you can select any option. You have successfully created the list which contain multiple options. Now move to second question: how to create drop down list which contain only two options. This method is simple. Simply select this cell. I have selected this cell. Now again go to data tab and in data tab go to data tools. From here select data validation option. In data validation option go to setting and in allow option select list, and in source option write down the two options. For example, I will write yes, separate them with comma, and write second option which is no. Click on OK. Now you can see here a arrows sign appear within square. Click here and you will find two options, yes or no. Select anyone. Similarly, if I select no, it will select no. So by doing so, you have successfully created the drop down list which has multiple options, and second one has only two options. Separate methods are used to edit drop down list for multiple options and the drop down list which contain only two options. I will explain both these methods. Firstly, I will select this one, and this drop down list contain multiple options. To edit this drop down list, firstly select the cell which contain this drop down list. After that go to data tab and in data tab you will find the option of data validation under data tools. Click data validation option and from here select this one. You can see here it contains the cell which we have already selected. select this one and press backscape. Now again select cell according to your requirement. For example, previously I have selected this cell 1 to cell 8, which are 2015 year to 2022. Now I will select only first 5 years. After that, click on OK. And if I click here, you can see here only 5 options appeared here. Similarly, it is not mandatory that you select the cell which you have previously selected. For example, you can create a new list, and I will create a new list. For example, I will write the month. Now again go to that sheet, and if you want to edit this one, simply select this cell and go to data validation option. And from here I will select existing data and press backscape. Now I will select these. After selecting, click on OK. And if I click here, you can see here there are months appeared instead of years, so you can edit it according to your choice. Now come to second point. If I want to edit this list which contain only 2 options, so for that purpose go to data tab, and in data tools you will find the option of data validation. You can see here I have write yes or no in source, and you can also write third option by inserting comma after no. I will select avoid, click on OK. You can see here I have write avoid after no, and remember that these entries should be separated with commas. Click on OK. Now if I come to this drop down list, you can see here third option appeared, which is avoid. Similarly, you can also remove yes or no, that will also be edited. To remove this drop down list, firstly select the cell which contain the drop down list. For example, this cell contain drop down list, so go to data tab, and in data tab you will find the option of data tools. In data tools you will find the option of data validation. Click on this down arrow and select data validation option. This dialog box appeared under setting. Now you will select the clear all option which appeared under and bottom. Select clear all and click on OK. Now you can see here the icon disappeared. If you click here, you can see here that the drop down list icon appeared here, but if you click on here, the drop down icon disappeared and the last entries appeared on this cell. You can edit this cell according to your choice. For example, if you want to write 2019, you can write this one and edit this one. On the other hand, you can see here this cell also contains the drop down list, but you cannot edit this cell. This cell contain only entries which are given in drop down list. For example, if you want to write here 23, press enter, then this dialog box appears. This value does not match the data validation restriction defined for this cell. So if we remove this drop down list, then we can edit this cell. To remove this drop down list, simply follow the same steps. Click on data validation option and select clear all and click on OK. Now you can see here the icon disappeared. Now this cell does not contain any drop down list. You can edit it according to your choice. For example, I will write 22 and press enter, and you can edit it according to your choice. That's the end of this video. Thanks for watching this video. Goodbye.